welcome back to You Can Learn to Play Guitar with Paul. I am excited to finally get to this point where we get to play with a capo. When I was younger and I started learning to play guitar, I played a lot in church and youth groups, and I was learning to play guitar and learning music from a piano player named Phil, who was a very, very important person in my life as far as my music goes, because he really encouraged me and helped me out. But I would sit behind a pillar in youth group, praising Jesus, giving him glory, hidden, because it was hidden glory, because we had to play things in E flat, A flat, B flat, and all these different flats, which were hard, and I had to learn all these bar chords we talked about. And so I'd sit here, and he would shout out the chords. He'd be like A flat. So when they're playing A flat, he'd go E flat. I jump to E flat, and then he'd go, F minor. All right, cool. D flat, and I have to go back and forth just like that. And for years I did this as a kid growing up, learning guitar. It helped because I learned how the neck worked. I learned how the notes were, and we'll do a lesson on all these notes and how things work together with circle of the fifths and stuff, and we'll get to that. But I never really understood how wonderful this little device is. It truly makes things easier, but it also makes things better, all right? So when you get into playing things, especially in church world, which is really where I live in church world. The Lord's very important in my life. I believe the Bible. I believe that Jesus died on the cross and rose from the dead and gave me eternal life, and he can do the same for you, and I'm so glad that we have him. But when I sing and play music for the Lord, we do it in a variety of keys, and one of our favorite keys, especially my wife's key, because she's a piano player, it's E flat. She loves E flat. Now, if I was to play E flat, I'd be playing up here, okay, E flat, and I go to a B flat, down here or here, and I go to a C minor, to an A flat, and those are you can have a little bit of F minor in there too, and then you get your C minor. But those are generally the chords you're going to use in E flat. And they sound fine. And you can play one like this too, which is a big stretch. You can play that and they sound fine and it's okay, but if you're just kind of leading it out, it doesn't have that same flowy feel that other chords have. Well, here comes the beauty of the capo. Because I like playing a song, let's say I like playing a song in the key of D, because I can have that open feel, and even these little trills. All right? But this here is the key of D. E flat is just 1/2 step up from this D. There's E flat, but if I play the D, it sounds terrible. Why does it sound so terrible? Well, because my open strings are aligned for D, A, and these open chords. So what we do with the capo is we take where the open strings are and we move all of them up 1 fret. And so now I can go where the E flat is supposed to be, right here, and it's going to sound like it should, a beautiful sound. And then instead of it sounding like this, which has its merit and has its purpose and will sound great in certain things, but you can also make it sound like this. You can have all these open chords, but we're in E flat. Now, if you were a bigger fan of the key of C, you can play in the key of C like this, and you like those open notes, which I like a lot, but you still wanted to play in E flat. Well, C's a lot further down. C's here, and E flat's up here. So it's 1, 2, 3 up, three half steps up from it. So here would be the E flat, and it kind of sounds like a hodgepodge of garbage, right? So what we do is we have to take the neck, the end of the open notes, the open strings, and move them up 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom, there we go, right up there. Now I'll play C, but it's not C, it's E flat. See that? So if we're doing that song More Than Able by Elevation Church, and they want to do it in E flat, that's where it is. You can do it right here. So it's like, you are more than able. Or you can do it here. You are more So they both are the same thing. They both sound similar, but these, you can add a lot more color to it. So the capo makes a big difference. That same song, let's try it in D configuration, but it's the same key. All we're doing is moving the capo and playing the chords. You are more than able. See that? So the capo is not cheating. The capo is not, taking the easy way out. The capo is allowing you to play open, smooth notes in keys that don't really allow for open, smooth on a guitar. You put this in here. You want to play in the key of A flat. You put G is right here. A flat is 1/2 step above it. It sounds like dumpster fire. Just a bunch of steaming hot pile of garbage. Right? You put you move your open strings up 1 fret. You play an E flat. You play an A flat. And that, my friends, is the beauty of the capo. It doesn't change the chords. It doesn't change the notes. It doesn't change the sound. All it does is make it easier to play in the keys that aren't so easy to play on the guitar. And that, my friends, that was D flat. If I'm playing that in D flat, it'd be this. So, when it comes to a capo, I think it's important for you to learn all the notes, where they lie, and how they connect together. And that's something we're going to talk about coming up next on You Can Learn to Play Guitar with Paul. But don't be afraid of a capo. Don't feel like you're taking the easy way out. Some of the great guitars, especially the great worship leaders in our world today, love using a capo to make their acoustic guitar sound fantastic. I also use this when I play my Duesenberg electric guitar on Sunday morning. I can help do lead licks and solos and all kinds of stuff with a capo attached. It's a big help to anyone who wants to learn to play guitar. Once you learn, like we've already learned in this course, to play in the key of G, C, D, A, E, those chords, you can move your capo pretty much anywhere you want on here and find the key that you need to play it. All right? So, good luck. Get your capo. Enjoy. And don't stop playing. Have a great day.